Grand final of the handball, not too far away, but the Collingwood Football Club, of course, one of the teams yesterday in the historic draw at the MCG. Heath Shaw has been good enough to jump behind a camera for us from the Westpac Centre. Heath, welcome to you, mate.
Thanks for having me, mate.
Now, what are your thoughts about yesterday? Congratulations, by the way, on your own game. Thought you played really well, but how have the boys all pulled up and what's the mood like?
Yeah, I suppose it was a tough game for everyone. Everyone was pretty buggered afterwards, but just sort of trying to get back to business as usual, do our recovery this morning, and I think it's going to be a fairly light week on the track, and still sort of coming to terms with it a little bit, but we've qualified for a grand final this week, so we're looking forward to it.
Heath, what was the message from your head coach, Mick Malthouse, just after the game? I'm sure everyone was quite shocked at the time, but what was his message moving forward for the players?
Yeah, it was pretty much just sort of try and get over it as quickly as you can, and you know, we've got another opportunity to play this week in the grand final, so it's a pretty easy thing to get yourself up for a grand final, and we get another crack at it, and he just said make sure everyone sort of gets your bodies right, do everything as normal with your recovery and your preparation, and just get ready for this week.
Peter, 190 tackles between the two teams. The intensity was outstanding. What was it like, particularly in the last 5 minutes when the game was in the balance?
Yeah, it was very intense. I definitely didn't want to be in the back line or in the back 50 when the ball was heading in there, and I suppose it's just that desperation. You find a little bit in that last quarter where you can just dig a little bit deeper to try and get the ball or lay a tackle on, and I suppose if we had to play extra time, that extra 10 minutes would have tested a few guys, because you know we left everything out there and we had a fair dinkum crack, and I think everyone was a little bit tired and sore after the game. But then again, you got to get over that as quickly as you can and get back out there this week.
Heathy, well done, mate. Really good game. Great to watch. Have you spoke to the old man, because he played in the 1977 drawn grand final?
Yeah, I spoke to him for a little bit after the game, and he stated the obvious. He said, "You didn't win and you didn't lose," so that was good of him. And he said, "If you want me to pull on the jumper this week, I've played in one of them." But the result the next week wasn't that good, so I don't think he wanted to be out there this week.
Heath, Scott Pendlebury, how's he pulled up? He looked a bit sore and sorry at the end of the game. Hopefully he'll be right to go on the weekend.
Yeah, Pendles, I think he had a pretty big fall and landed pretty hard, but yeah, he'll be right for this week. I think we've got a clean slate in the injury department. Obviously, just the general soreness, as you'd expect from a fairly tough game, but no, everyone's up for selection and ready to go this week.
And it was great. I think all the players went last night to a function at Crown, the World of Entertainment, and how did all that go with all the supporters there?
Yeah, it was good. I suppose we spoke about it after the game, and as a group we decided that we're all going to go to the function and go there and present to all the supporters that had paid their money to go and see us, and we had to eat anyway, so we went there, had a feed, and then we sort of shot off a bit earlier than we would have, but it was good to get there, get around your family and your friends, and they're the ones that have been there all year for you, so just to show a bit of support for us and a bit of support for them as well.
Don't know whether the staff at the Palladium, Bill, have been quite busy enough this week. Just had rotating functions, and they may do it again next week. It's how it goes. Heath, thanks very much for joining us, mate, and good luck. An enormous week for Collingwood. A huge grand final coming up. We wish you all the best.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Heath Shaw there, last minute agreed to jump on. We really appreciate that. We're going to take a break because I'm looking over there and Jason Windelick's ready to go, Bill. And